Banter. This is episode 16. Uh, I'm gonna let Curtis get in here because he was very patient when there was no audio. And he was telling everyone to give me time. So thank you, Curtis. Let him join right here.
Well,
Curtis, how we doing, man?
great, but just after the loss last night, I think I turned it off after like the middle of the second period.
Yeah. It's
So
a shame because you can tell how the game is gonna go in the first 5 minutes of the game.
yeah,
Like
it's just
it's
that's the
ridiculous.
way hockey goes,
Yep.
especially with this team. Um, Another thing is I think the game on Tuesday
Hmm.
against the Capitals, a division opponent, decides if we start tanking or we make moves and trying to make a push for the playoffs.
Okay.
It's
Now,
a division opponent.
what do you think happens if we beat the Kings on Saturday, but we lose to the Capitals?
Here's another thing I said. I'm happy with a win this Saturday, but we need to
Hmm.
at least push the game to OT against Washington.
I agree. I agree.
You get a you get a point. Getting 3 points in 2 games is great for this team.
Yeah.
So Boston just beat the out of us.
Yeah.
So
It's a shame we never beat Boston. It's ridiculous, man.
and then the Kings. The Kings are better than Boston.
The Kings are
So
better than Boston. So, but that's what we do sometimes. Sometimes we beat good teams and lose to teams that aren't as good. That's just how it goes. But
I
I'm really not feeling great about tomorrow's game because I feel like we normally don't beat the teams out west besides the Avalanche somehow. But
somehow.
yeah. And we beat Vegas too somehow. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we do beat the teams out west, but it feels like we don't. Uh
I
Go ahead.
well yeah. Hopefully we can win Saturday.
I agree.
But what I said yesterday, like during it, these last 2 games has shown that Konechny should be captain.
Mm. See, a lot of people have been saying that the last few streams, Curtis. A lot of people have been saying that. Do you
Couturier,
do,
Couturier's on the fourth line.
yeah, would you take the C off of Coots and give it to Konechny? Are you willing to do that?
Yes.
Yes? Mm.
I the way I want to do it was somehow get Couturier out of Philadelphia and then give the C to Konechny.
Mm.
But I just don't see anybody taking the contract of
No.
Couturier.
No, nobody's gonna take it. No.
I don't. I think the way NHL works, even if we cut him, we have to pay the rest of his contract.
Exactly. So there's no
So
point in losing a player and still having to pay his contract. It's not like I don't consider Coots like a liability out there, but he doesn't add anything either. So cutting him or getting rid of him, it would probably help, but only because of the contract. So if you're going to release him and you still have to pay him, it does nothing.
the contract holds back
Exactly.
so many things.
Exactly. Someone
That's
said we can. I could see teams taking Couturier if we retain half his contract. That kind of defeats the purpose, though. You
yeah,
know,
we're still paying his. What is his contract? 7 million.
about 7 mil. Yeah.
We're still paying $3.5 million, and if
Yeah.
that's a lot for a captain that hasn't scored in about 30 games.
Yeah. It's been 26 games now, so almost 30. Yeah.
The
Johnny, what's up, man? How you doing?
the only way I see us like getting like trading Couturier is if we retain more than 50%, if that's even possible.
Yeah, but at that point, is it even worth it?
No. I mean, even retaining more than 50.
Yeah.
So you, I've said, hold up. Bengals QB Joe Flacco has been added to the Pro Bowl roster.
I saw that too. Yeah.
I just saw that. I know it's not hockey related, but how?
Yeah, I
Whoever
don't
does
know.
those are mentally stupid. Shadur and Flacco. All right, let's get back to hockey. That's just really bad decision. But
Johnny said, "Why does everyone hate Coots?" It's not that we hate Coots. I love Couturier.
it's not that we hate him. He just sucks.
Yeah,
He's bad.
and it's
It's
not his fault.
embarrassing.
It's not his fault.
Age
But
and injuries. But you're playing on the fourth line as a captain. That's embarrassing to say.
yeah,
Like some fans of teams say, yeah, my captain is one of the best players in the league, going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. And what I can say is, yeah, my captain's a fourth liner
yeah.
playing with Garnet Hathaway and Nick Delorier.
It's true. As soon as I saw that first line last night, I saw it on Twitter. It was Couturier, Delorier, and Hathaway. I get you're trying to set the tone and put out like your tough guys out there. Try to set like a physical mindset for the game, whatever. But you can't start the game with Couturier, Delorier, and Hathaway on the ice. That cannot happen. Those are your three worst players on paper. That cannot happen. You cannot start a game with those guys on the ice.
See, that's what Nick said. Taka just doesn't know what he's doing. I've said this before. Taka's not the right coach for this team.
I mean, it's too early to get rid of him, but
I know it's too early.
I don't necessarily disagree with you. It's frustrating. It's very frustrating.
I've also said this. I don't think we're ever going to go anywhere with the ownership and Danny Briere as our GM.
You don't like Danny B?
I don't like I don't hate him.
Mm-hmm.
He just doesn't make moves. I think what was his biggest move? Farabee and Frost for Kuzmenko and Peltier.
Yeah.
Then a third.
Yeah, but Danny's a whole lot better. Someone said Danny's our best GM in a couple years, which is true. I mean, I know you've only been a fan for a few years. You told me on the other episode, so you didn't have to go through Chuck Fletcher, who was just absolutely atrocious.
I heard he was awful.
Yeah, and so was Ron Hextall. So
it's just Danny. I like Danny. He's just not a good GM.
You don't think so?
He doesn't make moves. There's moves that need to be made now.
I don't know. I mean, I 100% agree that there's moves that need to be made. I don't know if it falls on Danny B, because how much does he really have to offer on the team right now?
Picks. They're saying we want to rebuild and get better now.
Yeah, but if you trade picks, what are you going to trade picks for? Like who?
I don't know.
That's the problem.
This team is so frustrating.
It is frustrating. I agree, Curtis. It is frustrating. Someone said Luchenko and Nesbitt look horrific.
I hated those draft picks. I hated them so much. Nesbitt didn't make sense to me. At what? What did we get him, 13?
Trading up to get him made no sense.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing.
We could have probably gotten him where we sat and kept our other first-round pick. That didn't make any sense.
Yeah, didn't we make the move with Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
I don't know. Did we move up like 3 spots? And then we gave another. I saw I was watching the draft, and then I say there was a trade, and then the Flyers thing come up, and I was like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Just trading up. There. 22 and a 31 for 12. Oh my God, that's awful.
Yo, by the way, I just want to clear something up. If you're a grown man in the chat right now, picking on what a kid has to say about the Flyers, you can leave. I don't want you in my chat anymore. Thank you.
Dickhead. Go get a life, honestly.
No, jokes aside, I don't. If you're sitting here making fun of what a kid, Curtis, how old are you?
I'm 12.
If you have a problem with what a 12-year-old kid is saying about the Flyers, and you don't agree with it. He's been rooting for the team for a few years. He's learning, and he knows a lot more than an average 12-year-old would. If you don't like what he has to say, you can leave my stream. Thank you. Ridiculous,
Thoughts
man.
on Panarin to Philly? I heard. Not even gonna try that. Talking about that, I would love to see the bread man in Philly.
I don't think it's gonna happen. He's too
I
old.
don't think it's gonna happen, but I would love it. So
Yeah, I mean, I would love it if we could get him for cheap, but I don't think we're getting him for cheap. So, someone said they want G. Giroux is not coming back to Philly. As much as I would love him to, it's not going to happen.
that would be awesome. Like I was at the game where they all came out warm ups wearing the 28.
Yeah,
So that just made me fall in love, and I literally came home and watched highlights.
yeah. I miss Giroux like crazy, but I feel like every single stream we have people saying like, "Oh, I want Giroux back." I would love to have Giroux back, but the Senators aren't going to trade him when he's one of their best players, and they're trying to make another push for the playoffs like they did last year. They're not going to trade him to a team that's outside of the playoff picture. If anything, he would get traded to a team that's a true contender, like how we did a few years ago when we traded him to Florida. And I don't think he's getting moved at all because he really enjoys it there in Ottawa. So.
Philly Sports Edits thinks I think it's time to give him an Harrison. We should have done that a season ago.
Yeah, but who's going to replace him? It can't be Kolosov. He's even worse.
Connor Bjarnason, I think I said that right.
Yeah,
he plays in the
but
AHL for the Phantoms, and I've seen him. He's been very decent.
yeah, but is he ready though? You think he's ready to play in the NHL?
I'd much rather bring him up than Kolosov. I think he can save 3 shots. Kolosov can't do that. So
yeah, you're probably not wrong, but I'm afraid that if we call up Bjarnason now, and let's say we call him up because we're out of the playoff picture by March, and you put him behind our defense. I have a feeling he's going to get lit up, and it's not going to be his fault. Just like how Vladar and Erickson get lit up sometimes, it's not always their fault. I feel like the same would happen to him, and it's not fair to throw him into that mess to start his career, you know?
Yeah. Henry said, Yo, Curtis, do you think Mitch has been living up to the supposed hype from the draft? The fact that we got him, I think at 7th, was a steal. Last year, top scorer, top rookie. So, yes and no, because this season, the last couple games, he's been great.
Right.
He got two in Colorado. He got 1 in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then
someone said trade Airson and Jet away for a decent goalie. They're not going to trade Luchenko. He's barely. I'm not saying Luchenko's the next Gretzky because he's not, but there's no point in trading him yet unless you're going to get somebody that's really good. In a package for somebody that's really good, fine. But to get him for a decent goalie, what do we mean by decent? Like Alex Lyon? I'm not willing to trade Luchenko in that deal. You know?
I'm willing. I don't think Luchenko's good. I don't think he's. People say they have high hopes for him. I don't.
Yeah. See you later, Johnny. Have a good one. But yeah, I mean, people had high hopes for Luchenko because we reached on him in the first round back in 2023, 24, 24, 24.
Wait,
And
Philly Sports Edits. He said like for Swayman. I think that means Swayman.
Swayman is more than a decent goalie. Swayman's more than a decent goalie.
Philly Sports Edits. I need more like Swayman. I don't think the Flyers have a chance.
Nobody in their right mind would trade Swayman for Airson and Luchenko. Like, what are we talking about?
Okay, who do you mean? Yeah. Zayd Wisdom, he was decent last year.
Zayd Wisdom doesn't have that much value, though. Like, I think sometimes people think that we're just going to trade prospects for guys that are really good, and it's just going to get accepted. Nobody's going to take Zayd Wisdom or Luchenko or Airson and go get a guy like Swayman. That is not going to happen. Like, that's silly. That's just silly.
The thing that I said wanted to happen. We don't have to make a bunch of trades. All we need is one big trade for a superstar that can score goals and that is physical.
Yeah.
That is decent.
Eventually,
Braden Shen.
eventually they just got to start trading guys and just recycling players and just make slight upgrades, even if it takes a few picks. I don't care.
How do you feel about Forrester and a pick for Adrian Kempe?
I wouldn't trade Forrester.
Forrester was our top guy before he got injured.
The guys on the team that I do not want to see get traded under any circumstance, unless it's like some unrealistic situation where we get like McDavid, which I know isn't going to happen. I'm just saying hypothetically. The guys I wouldn't want traded: Zegras, Konechny, Forster, Sanheim.
Okay, so what I said about Zegras, he's done amazing this year. But if he doesn't want to re-sign, which we don't know the information to, if he's not going to re-sign, and the Flyers know that, I don't know if he'll re-sign or not. But if he's not going to re-sign, why don't we trade him?
Yo, who said Meech is trade bait? What are we talking about? Michkov is another guy I forgot to mention about no trading. So that's on me. But
Would you trade Tip?
What are we talking about? Trading Michkov. He's gotten the most hype out of any Flyer since Eric Lindros. And he's having one not so great year. And we're talking about trading him. It's his second year in the league. And because if we trade Michkov, if we trade him, even if we get a haul, he's going to go somewhere else and he's going to become a top 5 player in hockey.
We wouldn't get Bussy. Bussy, Logan, or Knight. I would like... Oh, who is the Russian goalie from Carolina? It's not Anderson. It's not Bussy. Who is it?
Why can't I think of this guy's name?
It's like Kochetsov or something. I don't know.
I know who you're talking about, though.
Yeah. Him.
I mean, what are we going to give up, though?
I don't know. What does Carolina need?
They don't need much. I don't think they're going to take anything from us because they're much better. Like, I don't think there's anything that's too appealing from us besides, like, Konechny or Zegras, and we're obviously not going to trade them.
Tippett plays for the third or fourth line in Carolina. Do they need wingers?
Well, that's the only thing we don't need, but...
We have too many wingers.
Yeah.
We need centers.
Yeah.
Defensemen. Goalie.
It's true.
So, someone just sent me a rose. I don't know, like, do I get, like, 20 cents for it?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that works.
But we need a center so badly, and I just need... Briere's got to make moves. That's why I don't want to hate on Briere.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to hate on Tocchet. But Tocchet's coaching has been awful.
Someone said DeBrincat for Jet in a second. That would not get accepted. I don't think.
I just wanted... the ownership has to change. They're not giving help to Briere, I don't think. So
I agree.
If ownership changes, that's when I see the Flyers actually like succeeding.
Yeah.
Tippett and Harrison go, Jake or Bussy. What Jake?
Yeah, I'm not sure what that means.
Like Ottinger?
Okay, so what about Tocchet was said? I think he's a great coach for the team he has. I mean, yeah, I mean, in Tocchet's defense, he's not working with a lot of great options, to say the least. I mean, look at that line they threw out there last night: Coots, Hathaway, and Delorier. But eventually, you got to call guys up because it can't get worse than the fourth line right now. It cannot get worse.
So, yeah, you just have to. We're paying guys too much money and they're not doing anything.
Yep.
So, like Delorier, I think is making $2 million. I think. I actually don't know his contract, but he's making way too much. Couturier is making too much. We need a mobile defenseman. Yes.
That's what Drysdale was supposed to be, but he doesn't put up points.
He doesn't do
So,
anything.
yeah. He's a great skater, but that's about it. Like,
He's like a goal per month scorer. Like, I think the game against Anaheim, like last year, was the first time I seen him score.
someone said Tippin Airson for Jake Ottinger.
Yo,
Dog. That's
I don't
no
know if
disrespect,
it's,
but
like,
that is never happening in any universe
you have
ever.
to like. I don't understand why people would think that.
Yeah.
It just sucks. Drysdale is good, but we need someone who puts up points consistently. Yes.
I agree.
We just. Dallas is not trading other unless it's a massive overpay. We don't have anything to overpay.
Exactly. No, that's what
The
that
only-
person's saying. They're saying that it's not going to happen. They agree with us.
So the only overpay we have is Martone and Mitchkov. And then maybe Konechny.
All right, Curtis. Well, I'm going to let some other people join in here, but thank you so much for joining once again, and enjoy the rest of the show. All right, man?
All right, I'll see you.
All right, go Flyers.
Go Flyers.
All right. I'll add someone else in a few seconds. By the way, I don't know who's hating on, a kid giving his opinion about the Flyers. Even if you don't agree, come on, really? We're saying get this kid out of here. Like, come on, give the kid a break. Like, he has the guts to call in and share his opinion, and people are giving him a hard time. Come on, you can respectfully disagree with what someone's saying, but come on. Why do y'all think we should buy? I'm not saying we necessarily have to buy, but I don't want to just sell everything like we've done the last a million years and take a step in the wrong direction again. Any Flyers fan who thought this team was anything but a first round exit needs to get real. I mean, I don't think they're anything more than that right now. Curtis. Take a step in the wrong direction. We suck since 2010. LOL. No, I agree. I agree. But eventually, you got to start making moves to go into the right direction and start winning hockey games. And trading. People want to trade Tippett. People want to trade. Whoever. That's not going to put us in the right direction unless we're getting an upgrade. But people want to trade them for picks. When was the last time one of our draft picks panned out? When was the last time? Not counting Michkov because we don't know yet. I think he's going to be very good, but we don't know yet. Like, when was the last time? I'm going to let someone else join in here. I'm going to let Jacob join. Hey, what's going on? Thanks for calling in. How are you?
Yeah. No, I just had a few opinions. And I don't know. I think I went into the season with a heavy head about this team. Like, just as any good fan wants to see their team succeed and do great and stuff. But, I think we made a few mistakes early on. I see a lot of people's just stupid trades. They're just saying stupid trades.
Yeah.
Like we're never gonna get rid of Zegras for I don't know. I seen one in here. I don't know what it was, but it was just stupid. And I don't know. I just think we got a few people we need to get rid of.
Like who?
And call up. More so call up. I don't really think we need to get rid of anyone. Other than maybe 2 or 3 guys that we have, but I think we need to call up some people and give some people chances and see what they're capable of.
Okay.
And especially some that we have in the AHL currently that have been down there for years and years.
Who do you want to see get called up?
I would like to see Zaid, see what he can do in the NHL. He is very he creates a lot of pressure for the Phantoms, and it leads to a lot of goal scoring for them.
Okay.
What's that other Russian guy we got down there? I don't. They're all like Russian. I don't know how to say their name.
Russian guy? Not sure who he's talking about. Protein, what's up? Talk about the Flyers, of course.
Oh, Alex Bump. That's his name.
Oh, Bump, yeah. Okay.
I think Bump should easily be called up, just to see what he can do, see what he can create for us.
Okay.
But I just don't know who we would send down, is what I'm saying.
Right. Well, a lot of the guys we're not going to be able to send down, like Hathaway, Delorier, they're never going to send them down to the AHL. That's just not going to happen. But I could see trying to move them for a late pick just to get rid of them and then calling guys up or scratching guys and calling these guys up.
Yeah,
But
scratch.
Right. But a lot of these guys aren't going to get sent down, and they probably don't even have a 2-way contract. But I'd have to double check that.
Most of our team doesn't.
Someone said send Grabankin. Grabankin played great last night.
Yeah, Grabankin's great. He's got his ups and downs, but he's young.
Tomorrow. Someone said Martone should play. He's still with Michigan State. Do you think the goal that was called back last night should have been a goal? I do. I mean, it is what it is, though. It could have gone either way. Wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered.
Would not have mattered at all.
We got it handed to us in the third period.
Yes, we did. Someone said trust the process. The process has been going on my whole life. I don't trust it at all. I want them to start making moves now.
Another thing is, it sucks with this team because you see, honestly, it sucks being a Philly sports fan. You see us beat the best team in the NHL, right? Like, we hand it to them, and then the next game we're fucking, sorry for my language.
You're good.
I don't know. It's just, you get the high hopes, and then you're just like, God damn. And then you read the Instagram comments, our fan base is just like, sell the team every single year. Like, we're not going to sell the team. Comcast isn't going to sell the team. So we have to make something work without selling the team. And clearly what we're doing isn't what's working.
Right. No, I hear you. And it's like an endless cycle,
Yeah.
It's been the same thing every 5 or so years, maybe make the playoffs once, and then all of a sudden it's just downhill. And then it's
like
tear it up,
into the season,
build it up
again. Be a
again.
playoff. We'll have a good playoff run. We'll even maybe make playoffs, and then it's like that break hits in December, and it's like we can always come back every year looking like we're just blowing, blowing a great season away. And like you said, the fourth line is absolutely terrible right now. But at the beginning of the season, they were putting up more goals than our second line and third line,
Right.
So it's so weird. I mean, obviously Forrester coming out definitely affected our team because he was a big leader on the team.
Oh, yeah.
Goalie wise, Urson sucks. Send him away somewhere far away, and I don't want to see him again.
Most of these goals, some of the goals he's given up are bad, but some of them aren't his fault completely.
Yeah, our defense is shit, but
yeah, exactly. So
and I feel like there's situations where the goals that he should be saving are in high. It's critical,
Right, I hear you.
So, but yeah, that's just my opinion on the team right now. I think I really don't even have an idea on what we could do in the off season. Maybe get rid of a few guys. Maybe free up some cap space or something. We need something.
Someone said Rangers still suck. Shout out to that guy. Oh, it's Fly Fan 46. Okay. Oh, He already left. Oh, I'm sorry. I did. Was he saying bye? I couldn't. I didn't hear him. Oh, I'm sorry. Uh, I thank you so much for joining though. The whoever just left. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate you sharing your input and getting on here. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Who else? We're gonna do I Know Ball next because this person, I don't think they've ever joined yet. So I'm gonna get the people in here that haven't ever called in first, and then maybe get some familiar faces in here.
Yo,
Hey, what's up? Welcome to the show.
sup? I just had to voice a couple opinions.
Sure,
Just probably like two, real quick.
sure.
So, I I feel like the goalie situation is really, really bad.
Right.
I was on Philly Sports. I said I feel like we need to make a trade.
Okay.
I think it's in dire need. We need to make a trade.
What
It's
what kind
really
of
bad.
trade though?
I'm not saying any big trades, like not for Bob, however, not for anyone big, but like someone decent, better than Urson, because we go in, we win with Vladar, and then the next game we get shit on because of Urson,
Right.
and we can't keep doing that. We're never gonna make playoffs if we don't make some kind of change.
I agree. Is there a specific goalie you want to go out and get?
I wouldn't say anyone specific, but someone that can make these saves that he can't make. Because
Gotcha.
I'm not saying it's fully his fault because again the defense is very, very bad.
Mm-hmm.
They also need to step up, but I need to make some kind of trade. I'm not saying anyone big. Like I feel like they should get what they can out of Gurbankin right now. I really like him. I don't think I think if he stays how he's doing, I think he can be an okay player.
Okay. Okay.
But I want to hear your opinion on the goalie situation.
Well, Vladar's having a really solid season. And, obviously him being
Mm-hmm.
out for a little bit hurt. And then, Erson, I said this yesterday on the show, but Erson did a decent job stepping up when Vladar was hurt, especially on that 3-game road trip. He gave up 1 goal against Vegas and we won. Not a great game against the Mammoth, but we got a point. And then he played a
Mm-hmm.
solid game against the Avalanche and we got 2 points. So I wasn't mad about that. And then these last few games, you know, he gives up 4 against the Islanders. It's whatever. You move on. We didn't score anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. Then you go to Columbus and Vladar plays. He plays a great game, but he gives up 4 goals still because the defense doesn't bail him out at all. And
Mm-hmm.
then
Yeah.
you go to last night and he gets hurt. Before he gets hurt, he gives up what, 5? But
Yeah.
it
Yeah, I
does
think it was.
he gives up a lot, but we're not scoring a lot anyways. So, and a lot of these goals aren't his fault. So, am I sitting here defending Ayrson and saying that he's some great goalie? No, he's not. But he's doing the best of his ability, and I respect it because a lot of people give him hate when you got to keep in mind, he was Carter Hart's backup. Carter Hart obviously left the team because we all know why. Ayrson had to step
Mm-hmm.
in and try to lead this team to the playoffs, and he did the best he could, and nobody gave him hate then. He's supposed to be a fringe backup. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
But like someone said in the chat, it's the consistency. I agree that he needs to be a little bit more consistent. And who are we gonna get for him if he's giving up this amount of goals in behind our or in front of our defense, whatever? Who are we gonna get for him? I think a lot of people there keep saying these unrealistic trades, like, oh, I want to get rid of Ayrson. Well, who's gonna take him? Or
Yeah.
or I let's trade Ayrson for this guy. We're gonna have to give up picks in that, and they don't want to give up picks because they don't want to ruin our future. So it's just a bad situation. I think they gotta play the rest of the year out with Vladar and Ayrson, and then in the off season you go out and you get somebody else to be a tandem with Vladar.
Yeah. I mean, I I understand that you can't, and you can also back it up with defense. Again, the defense. Sam Hines always out of position. There's always someone in the slot. It's terrible.
Right.
But another thing is they need to stop taking shots from the point. They're taking it from the blue line way too much with no one to screen the goalie.
Yeah, I agree.
Like I love JB. I love Drysdale, but he needs to stop taking shots from the point.
He doesn't have a great shot.
Yeah, he doesn't.
So yeah, I get what you're saying. And we don't get enough pressure, and when we do, it's not great pressure. It's one shot and then they clear the zone and then that's it. They're done for another 5 minutes. They're just they need more talent on this team. That's it.
Yeah.
Simple and plain. They need more talent. That's all it is.
And I'm not counting them out of the playoffs yet, but I'm also not counting them in. Like it's very 50-50 on how Briere treats the season. Because
Right.
he can treat it as we're still rebuilding, or he can treat it as he's going to go out and try and win it.
Right.
Because I see promise in the team from, like, I know Zegras isn't too young, but he's still young enough to be on the team for a while. And also Mitch Cobb, Porter. I don't know how I feel about Jet. When I watched him play in the first game of the season, I don't know how to feel about him, but from what I say we get what we can from him for right now.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
I feel like if you can add him in a deal with Urson and get, like, I wouldn't say anyone too good. Like, I know Urson, you're not going to get much for him. You have to add someone in there that's good.
right. But what are we going to get for Luchenko now? Because he, as of right now, he has no value because he hasn't proved anything. So we're not going to get anything for him. So you got to give him a chance.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like you
Yeah,
got to give him a chance.
I know what you're saying.
Same with Nesbitt.
But-
People are saying he doesn't look good in wherever he's playing, but you got to give him a chance in the NHL. He hasn't played a game yet. So how are we going to trade him?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I'm not saying this season they got to make a guy who can hit hard and can shoot, has a good stick.
Mhm.
Because all of our people that can fight and hit can't shoot. Delorier,
Right.
I don't know how to feel about him. Ristolainen, I don't know how to feel about him.
Risto's contract is too much. They got to get rid of him. It's over $5 million. They got to get rid of the guy. He doesn't do enough out there to be making $5 million. He doesn't.
They gave him way too much that he deserved.
I agree. And that was another Chuck Fletcher contract. So.
Yeah. But I don't know how to feel about everything because we're in a tough situation where we can't trade Earth Center for that much, and we also can't trade away picks that much.
Right.
Because I know we have, correct me if I'm wrong, we have Toronto's first next year.
For 2027.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind them giving that up, but again, I wouldn't want them to give it up.
Yeah.
Because it's good to have 2 picks in a draft. It's not bad.
Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't mind trading that pick and somebody else for an upgrade. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind it. But yeah, thank you.
Also,
go ahead. Finish what you were saying.
Yeah, I just have one more.
Yeah, sure.
I feel like the team really needs to step up when Konecny's on his game because all the games where he's scoring, we have everyone has 0 points every game.
Yep. I agree. I mean, I've been calling Konechny's name all year. Like, when is this guy going to start heating up? And he's heating up now, and now nobody else is. You know, he scored 4 straight goals for the team the last 2 nights. He had 3 against Columbus, then he had the first one last night against Boston. So somebody else has got to step up, and I'm getting sick and tired of it. You know.
Yeah. All right. Well, good talking.
Good talking to you. Thank you for calling into the show, and as always, go Flyers. All right. Have a good one.
Yep. Go Flyers. I'll stay.
All right. Let's see. I know a lot of you guys are saying you wanted Kyle in here, so we'll get him in here in a second. We'll get him in here in a second. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm trying to catch up with the comments first before I add anybody else, but I will add them. Oh, the Shakedown Flyers podcast is in here. Love your content, man. Keep it up. Packer, what's up? You're excited with Bajarson? I am too, but I don't think that's gonna be a thing until in the NHL for a little bit, you know. So It's frustrating, guys. It's very frustrating. Thank you, everyone, for watching this live, by the way. Really appreciate it. It's always fun coming on here and talking to you guys, hearing your opinions. I know ball. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys aren't following me right now, if you could follow, that'd be greatly appreciated. I'd really appreciate that. We're trying to really grow here. Thoughts on the Metro race? It was super tight. Now the Islanders and Penguins are getting hot and we're not. So it's a shame. All right, I'm going to let Kyle in here, and then for the people that don't get to join today, I promise you'll get to join next time as long as you are watching, which the next show will be Sunday. So I'm going to get Kyle in here.
Yo,
Kyle, how we doing?
what's up, bro?
What's on your mind
Okay.
today?
So, what I was thinking of the past couple of days is that Danny does good in the draft, but what bothers me the most is that he doesn't draft defense. We have a bunch of wingers in our farm system, and you can't name one defenseman except for maybe Bonk in our farm system with the defense. The defense is a problem. And we can't 100% trade Risto until we get that one top guy.
Well, we can trade Risto if we get a defenseman in return, you know? Like
Well-
there is a possibility for us doing that because Risto does have a little bit of value. Like he has more value than some of the other guys like we want to trade. I know these guys aren't defensemen, but like people are saying like, oh, let's trade Airson, let's trade Coots. Those guys aren't going to have any value for trade bait at all. Risto has a little bit, so I wouldn't mind trading Risto in like a mid pick just as an upgrade from him. I don't think that's
Well,
ridiculous to
the problem
say.
with Risto is trade value is that he's always injured, which is not a good track.
Right. Which is another
So-
reason why we have to trade him though.
Exactly. And then we can send maybe a draft pick with Risto and probably get a good, not top 10 defender, but like top 20 who can do that power play.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I like it. Is there somebody else that you want to add to the team to help the power play?
No, the power play is fine with everything right now, but maybe we have to trade Tippett. That's what I was thinking of.
What would we get for Tippett, do you think?
Not when I don't know yet. I think we could get decent draft picks, like first rounders, or
Yeah.
at least a second rounder,
Yeah,
and
for
a
sure.
good winger.
Yeah. I like it. Is there a guy that you want to replace Tippett if we trade him?
Maybe like a guy. No, we don't need no more veterans, really. We want to get young because we already have veterans.
Well, we are pretty young.
Yeah, we are young. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. So I feel like a veteran might be something that would help as long as he's not too old. Like I know
Maybe like
Stamkos is a little
mid-30s.
older, but a Stamkos would be great.
I don't like that idea.
No? How come?
I don't think we need Stamkos really, and how he's doing well in Nashville, we're not going to get anything.
Yeah. All right. I mean, I feel like that would help the power play a lot. That right-handed shot on the side, like to actually have a superstar on the power play for once. We haven't had since Giroux. So, yeah. I mean, I appreciate your thoughts and thank you for joining. But I'm gonna let one more person come in here before we end things. But
Okay.
thank you so much for sharing your input and watching the stream. And as always, go Flyers. All right. Have a great day.
Flyers.
All right. Let's see. Aaron, I'll let you get in there. Curtis said so. This is the last one. Hey, what's up? How we doing?
Yo, what's up, man?
Thanks for calling in.
Yeah, so I just think the power play has been awful this year.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
And what do
it's
you
one
want
of
to do
those
to fix
things
that?
where I'm not even sure exactly how to fix that, but I just watch these games. I've been watching these games forever as a Flyers fan, ever since I was a kid. And it's just like we get in the zone, we can't get set up. they clear it, and it's just the same crap over. We have no entry.
Yeah, it's true. They don't know how to enter the zone at all on the power play. Even when they're not on the power play, they can't get set up. They
Nope.
they don't know how to get set up. Even when they do, it's one shot, save, clear, and they're done. They can't
Yeah.
get multiple shots on goal in a row. That's why they have like 20 shots on goal every game. Is
Yeah,
because
it's
they
just
just can't get
ridiculous.
set
The
up.
defense isn't there either. It's just like, well, we have no defenders. I feel bad for Arison. I want to blame him, but at the same time, he's left out to dry. It's every time.
Right.
I mean, you watch the last game against Columbus. It's like the guy's back door and nobody's there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, yeah, the power play is the biggest problem for me right now. It's just like, besides the offense, we can't generate any offensive momentum, and then when we do, it gets shut down and goes the other way. And every time, it's just like, well, you guys got a power play, sort of. Michikov can pass you the puck, but the guys can't shoot. No one's on net. It's just like the centers aren't. We just don't have any centers. That's the biggest reason we can't win faceoffs. So we're terrible at the faceoff.
Yeah. You got to get yourself a first line center. I know everyone's been asking for that. Is there anybody in particular that you'd want to go out and get?
Ooh, not really. I mean, without having to give up some, like, I'm willing to give up some picks, honestly, because I agree with you with the whole. The picks have never panned out for us. I'd try to stay away from some veteran players too, just because. You saw in the past with like Tony DeAngelo with the defense, dude didn't play for us at all, hardly, and we signed him to that contract, like from the Hurricanes. It just didn't make any
Right.
sense.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's some. I'm not sure. I haven't really checked out like all the free agents, or for even after this year, see who we could try to get for centers and stuff. But to trade, I'm not sure. I'm not sure who we're going to trade for, and what would we have to give up for those trades. Is it worth it?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, this year, it's like we're on the fence. I like our team. I do. I like there's good aspects of it, but there's also, like, they're too inconsistent. You win some of these games where, like, we should be winning. Like, against the Avalanche on the road, we shouldn't win, I don't think.
They look
But
like a
then
different
we come
team
back.
every other night.
Yeah, exactly. It's just the inconsistency, and that's what it's been for years. It's like you have good glimpses and good moments, but then you go on that 10-game losing streak, and it's ridiculous.
Yep. I agree 100%.
Yeah, they got to change up. They just got to change up that power play because it's ridiculous. No opportunities.
Yeah, I agree. There's nobody though you want to go out and get for the power play, like a Stamkos.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind a Stamkos. I would love him on our team. I really would, but just it's really the asking price. It wouldn't get me because what would you be willing to give up for him though? Is the problem.
I'd give up like Cates in a second.
Yeah, I would do that. That wouldn't be bad. That wouldn't be it. Because if it doesn't pan out, I mean, I think it would still pan out. I mean, he's a veteran player, and
I love Cates. I don't want to get rid of him.
We need
but...
one veteran guy.
Right.
Yeah, I think I would like that. But, I mean, besides that, they don't try to do anything. I mean, it's going to be the same result as last year, missing the playoffs.
Exactly.
I mean, the last time they were good was the bubble. It's like
I know.
we had some glimpses, and, I mean, that's it. But there's not much you can do with Arison because no one's going to take him, like you said. Nobody's going to want to pick up that contract. Nobody wants to have a goalie that's letting in all these goals. And
right.
I mean, it's not all his fault, but some of the goals he lets in, it's like, oh, it's bad. It's like, come on, man.
Is there a certain goalie you want to go out and get then?
Honestly, I mean, Jake Ottinger would have been awesome. He was one of
He's not going to get traded.
I know he's not going to get traded, but we would have to give up a lot for him anyway. I feel like.
Yeah.
No, I just feel like the Philadelphia Flyers just had that problem forever, goaltending. I mean,
I agree.
I thought back when Carter Hart was on the team and stuff, I'm like, hey, there's our answer for our goaltending problem potentially, and that stuff happened. But it's just like the Flyers just have always had that problem with the goaltending. They never could get an everyday guy besides Vladar. I mean, Vladar's good, but
Vladar's very
you can't
good.
play him every game.
Right.
You gotta have a good second backup.
Yep, I agree.
So it's just frustrating watching this team because it's like I see the potential, but then we just drop these games like the Columbus. It's just like, oh man, come on, what are we doing? And then Boston last night, what did they score? 6 goals? It's ridiculous. It's like,
Yep. I agree. It's definitely frustrating. Well, I'm gonna let you go, but thank
All right,
you, thank you so much for sharing your input, and go Flyers. All right, thanks for joining the
go
show.
Flyers, go Flyers.
Go Flyers.
Peace.
Peace. Oh man. All right. Thank you everyone for joining today. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Hold on, we got to give a shout out. Joe Cavallo has watched your live for 200 minutes in total now. Shout out Joe. I just got a notification that said that. Shout out Joe. One of my longtime followers. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, go Flyers. And yeah, I will see you guys Sunday, probably noon on Sunday. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Love you too, Joe. Love you guys. See ya. Go Flyers.